Well, hi everybody, and welcome to Community Journal. We're so happy that you've joined us. Thank you for tuning us in. We have an interesting show for you this week, and I cannot believe we are in the month of November.
I know. We even have December dates for you, so get your pencil and paper ready because we will be giving you some dates for upcoming events.
That's right, and just a little note on the weather that we've had in October. We had quite a bit of rain in October. We had over 6 inches of rain. Which is a lot for October.
Yeah.
So, our drought condition has been really helped out a great deal. So I guess we're really not in a drought anymore, but that's the good news.
Yes, and we didn't get as much rain as some of the other towns on the Cape.
No,
and
we
off
didn't.
Cape
That's
with
for
this
sure.
week's storm, yeah.
There are still some places that are without power.
I know, that's amazing. We were lucky.
Yeah, we were very, very lucky. So, we just never know. But this is the season that you do have to be aware if you do have plantings out. We could very easily get a killing frost soon. This is the time of year that, that killing frost is right around the corner. It could happen any night. So just be aware. Watch your weather forecasts, and if you do have vegetables and whatnot, the growing season is just about over.
Yes, our poor plants are showing it too.
Yes, they are. They're looking,
Sad.
A lot less sunlight. And this weekend, we turn our clocks back
right.
an hour. So don't forget to do that. This weekend, we fall back an hour. So we have to do that on Saturday night. So before you go to bed on Saturday night, turn that clock back.
Yes. And don't think that it's definite that we're going to have, no fall back and spring forward.
That's right.
They're thinking about it, but it's not happening yet, guys. So don't forget to turn your clock back.
At one point, Massachusetts was going to be the only state that didn't practice daylight savings.
I know.
Or that wanted daylight savings the whole year. But finally, somebody up there has used common sense and said, the whole region needs to go along with this for it to happen. So
even into New York if they can do it.
Yeah, so we'll wait. We'll just have to wait and see if it happens.
Yes, but it would be all of New England and hopefully New York.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
You'd be very busy changing your clock or your watch back
yeah,
and
you go
forth.
into Rhode Island, you'd have to twist your watch. Oh, what a pain in the neck.
Yes, if you worked out of state.
Well, our first spot today is Ron sat down with Carolyn to give us a community center update, and I know that she talked about a very successful Halloween around here. So let's take a look and see what's going on
wonderful.
Around here at the community center. Let's take a look now.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Community Journal. We're here this morning with Carolyn Carey, the director of the Community Center. And Carolyn, what a wonderful Halloween party yesterday afternoon. It was great. Well organized, and everybody was well behaved. It was great.
Well, I could not possibly do it without all the volunteers that we get. Thank you, as you know, that you've been doing it
It's fun. I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years at least. It's fun.
It is fun. It's a lot of
work.
A lot of organized chaos. Can I say that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But we have a lot of fun at it. So I wanted to make sure. Thanks for letting me come in, because it was a great event, and we had more young people and their parents
That's the biggest crowd I've seen.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Oh yeah, it was wonderful.
So I'm sure that people saw these around, and all this is our thank you. It's going to be in the Chronicle as well. There's a very large poster, and all the kids got one, but I thought it was important that the public know that we could not put on this event. And we estimated somewhere in the high 400s yesterday, so it certainly beat our records. And we really couldn't do it without the pizza donations. 78 different different pizzas.
You had plenty of candy.
Dunkin's and Dunkin' Donuts. We had Munchkins to give away, and TD Bank. Those bracelets, huge hit, huge hit. The kids loved wearing them and lighting them up, and I couldn't possibly thank everyone, but I did want to make sure that we mentioned this, and certainly I wanted to thank. This year we did it a little different. I had put out a call for volunteers specifically. Thank goodness we did, because we really needed every single person who volunteered to pass out the candy and in the kitchen, and we had Italian ices, and it was just a lot of fun. So to everyone who helped volunteer, I always feel guilty the day after because I have wonderful people like you say what a great success, and I
Oh,
just
it's
want to
great.
make sure that everyone who was part of it knows that it could not have been done without it.
Oh, thank you.
But since we're on that topic, and I'm always asking for something, you know, we did the boutique this year,
Yeah,
and we gave out over
you did it last year too. a couple.
Yeah, this year we gave out over 200 costumes. It was very, very successful. But that means we depleted our entire stock of costumes. So this is just a little reminder that Halloween might be over. And if you're not going to save that costume for next year and you want to just drop it off to us, we'll take it now. We'll be happy to store it. And it will go to good use. It was wonderful to see all the kids wearing the
very great
costumes that they
costume.
had picked up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it is a, so the boutique, just for those of you who don't know, is we take gently used costumes and we recycle them and put them out in a boutique for children to come in next year so they can
Yeah.
pick out their own costume. And costumes can get expensive, and
You're right.
so if you have any and you're not going to be using them, we're happy to take them now. You don't
Carolyn,
have to hold on
I
to
have to
them.
tell you, you're a trendsetter because last night when I was watching the news, they talked about the city of Houston. They just started a similar program. They don't call it boutique, they call it like a store, drop-in store or something like that. Because of all the people doing without this year,
Right.
they got donations of costumes and gave out. So you're way ahead of
We,
the curve.
not
kid.
me, the whole community. It doesn't work without the community. I say it all the time. So just because we're coming up soon, don't forget the community center will be closed in November. Can you believe November? Whoa!
Yeah.
It's moving fast. Check the schedules. We have some upcoming great events and things going on. The weight room is still an option if you'd like to make sure that you are staying nice and trim and healthy for the holidays. And I think, I would be remiss if I did not mention 2 programs. We will have the names for the mitten tree coming in
good,
soon.
good. That's always great.
And those, as you know, we get about 45 to 50 children who are here on Cape Cod, living within our communities, who just need believers and angels to make their holidays come true, and that's been a wonderful program. And the other one that's near and dear to me is right outside in the lobby, large box. If you can drop off anything, a handwritten note, socks, chapstick, there's a whole list of things they need. And I keep mentioning this because the deadline for that is so much sooner than you would think, November 14th, because we have to get it mailed and shipped over there. And I always say this, and I mean it sincerely, every person can put their politics aside, because that's not what this is about. This is about the men and women who are over and really risking their lives. And some of them have great family and wonderful support, and some of them don't.
Some don't, right.
So I will say that one more time. It's not about anyone's politics, what you believe or don't believe. This is about being a good person and making sure you're taking care of your neighbor who's trying to take really good care of you. That's how I look at it. So
Carolyn,
those are our
kids were
programs.
coming at me so fast yesterday afternoon that when I reached into the tub for candy, I did it with both hands, and I was handing it out with both hands.
And they were helping, I bet. Some of them
not,
like
not
that.
too many
That's
this year,
okay.
but the kids were well behaved, and I have to say that the vast majority thanked me
Oh, yeah.
after they got the candy. A few parents had to say, "Now, what do you say?" And the kids would say, "Thank you." But they were all well behaved. They had nice costumes, and I was surprised at the number of Ninja Turtle costumes. There must have been a dozen of them last
They
night.
were traveling in a pack, I guess, that whole ninjas.
It was amazing. It was so much fun. And well, congratulations, Carolyn. You really know how to run a party.
Thanks. I'm going to tell you my one fun story. Well, there were lots of fun stories last night, but I had that too when I was passing out some candy, and one mom said to her child, "Now what do you say?" And he looked at her, and he looked at me, and then he looked back at her in a sly little way, and he said, can I have some more, please?
Yeah.
I thought, sounds good to me. So we're happy to report. You did get some more.
I had a few parents that looked kind of hungry, so I gave them some candy. They
all
said they
needed.
were running out of energy.
It's one of the first things we do is make sure to take the people who bring the children
to see
here.
the
I know
little
it's a
kids.
sacrifice, so
I love to see the little kids in their costumes.
it's fun. It
Everybody
is. It's
so
a lot
happy.
of fun.
Very well done, Carolyn.
Thank you. Thank you all for
Very
helping.
great.
You know, I just can't get over the effort that went into the party, the Halloween celebration.
And it was
that,
such a success.
it was a
400
huge success.
people, that's amazing.
And all of the people that donated, all the businesses, I mean, not just from Harwich, but, you know, a wide area of the Cape. And, you know, the work that Carolyn and all of the folks here at the community center did to make this thing happen, you know, each year it just gets better and better and better. And,
Yes.
you know, it's just a wonderful effort. And, you know, on behalf of all of us that live in the community, we really thank everybody that, that did so much to make it so much fun for the kids around here. So that's a great thing.
Yes, it is. And to think that it wasn't just the businesses in Harwich, it was from the
From
whole
a
area.
wide area
Yes,
of the
a wide
Cape,
area
you know,
of the Cape.
incredible.
There was pizza for everyone. There were 400 people here.
Yeah.
And Italian ice for everyone.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
Daddy, it was amazing.
unbelievable.
And lots of candy, I guess.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Oh my goodness. Well, here's a very interesting, this is a play that is going to be put on by the Monomoy Regional High School Theater Company. They're going to be presenting a play called Almost Maine. Now, I don't know if you've heard about this play or not. I had not until just
I hadn't
now,
either.
actually. This is actually 9 plays in one. 9 miniature plays built into one play. Sort of unique. This is a very serious effort by the Monomoy crew putting this on. A great idea. It's going to be put on Thursday, November 16th at 7 p.m., Friday, November 17th at 7 p.m., and Saturday, November 18th at 3 and 7 p.m. Tickets are available at the door. They're $10 for adults, $5 for students, and the matinee is $5 for senior citizens. So it's a good deal for senior citizens.
Yes, it is.
And it's going to be taking place at the Monomoy Regional High School Auditorium. And this is being presented with permission by the Dramaticist Play Service Incorporated. This is a relatively new play. It's only been around for about, well, I think 2004. This play was conceptualized, and now it is on the stage. 9 miniature plays in one. So it's by John Cariani. So this is an opportunity to see a play that has not been seen around here. So great idea.
Good opportunity to see it.
Good opportunity to see it. Right. Okay, Eileen, what do you have there?
Yes, I have some announcements from the Family Pantry of Cape Cod. Chris Menard has asked us to give this announcement. And as we know, we are into November, so Thanksgiving is only a few weeks away. And it is time for us to give thanks, join family and friends, to share in the traditional turkey dinner with all the fixings. But some of our neighbors here on Cape Cod are not able to afford the holiday dinner. The Family Pantry of Cape Cod helps 1 in 10 families on Cape Cod during the holidays. 1 in 10. Those in need may register now through November 16th to receive a dinner with all the fixings at the Family Pantry of Cape Cod. You do have to be a pantry client to participate, and you must register by November 16th. If you are not a client yet, go on down and talk to the volunteers to see if you qualify. Pickup for clients is on Sunday, November 19th, so put that on your calendar if you will be picking up a dinner. The pantry will be distributing 500 dinners. The meals are assembled and distributed by a group of volunteers. If you wish to volunteer to help, call the pantry at 508-432-6519. And just for general information, the pantry gets the bulk of their turkeys from the Greater Boston Food Bank, but the food bank cannot guarantee that they will have all that is needed, so donations are needed. Please keep that in mind. 500 turkeys will be needed this year, and the pantry is asking people from the community to donate medium-sized turkeys. And if you don't have the time to drop off a turkey, money donations, cash donations are always welcome. It would also be nice to offer a pie with each dinner, so people from the community can donate a frozen pie if they are able. Donations may be dropped off at the Family Pantry location on Queen Anne Road in Harwich on Tuesdays from 10 to 3:30 p.m., Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., from 5 to 7 p.m. at night, and on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. You may also make, as I said, a financial donation on their website. So you can also like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. And the website is quite a long website. So
oh, yes,
if,
it
if you
is.
need further information on that, why don't you use the phone number 508-432-6519. And
Very good.
speaking of funding the Family Pantry and all that they do to help those in need for the holidays, do I have an opportunity for you? Second Glance Thrift Boutique Shop, which funds directly the Family Pantry and all that they do, is on Main Street on Route 28 in West Harwich. And we are going to be having a Deck Your Halls Ho-Ho sale on Saturday, this coming Saturday, November 4th, from 10 in the morning to 5 p.m. There'll be holiday clothing, Christmas decorations for your home, and jewelry for gifts for you and for your family and friends. And I know that we were very busy yesterday getting ready for the sale, and the elves have been working tonight and tomorrow night to set everything up, and I'm going to be there on Saturday to help people choose their gifts.
I couldn't believe it. I stopped by there yesterday.
Yes.
And I walked into the back room because you were working there, so I had to give you a message. But I walked into the back room, and I said, I have never seen so many holiday things. It looked like a regular department store. The stuff
really
that
did.
you're going to be putting out,
I know.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What an opportunity. You know, if you want some holiday decorations, this is a great opportunity because
Thank you, Jack.
the items look incredible.
Yes, they
There
are.
is so many of them.
And they're well priced. They're all in great condition. We make sure of that. We
Yeah.
don't put anything on the floor unless it is in really good condition. And we price accordingly. And it's a 2-for-1 special. You can get some gifts. You can get some gifts for yourself, and you're helping people in need. And believe me, it's going to be needed at the Family Pantry
that's
for
for sure.
Thanksgiving and for the upcoming holiday for Christmas too.
Yeah, if you've not been there to Second Glance, you know, you're really missing a great opportunity. That place is incredible.
Yes,
It really is.
and lots of volunteers that do a lot of good work, and the manager, Carol Schaafs, there is just amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Oh, she has us all lined up,
She
and
is
she
a
knows
dynamo.
what she wants us to get done in a certain amount of time, and it gets done.
It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
So kudos to everybody down there.
Now, this to me is probably one of the most informational pamphlets around. This is the latest Council on Aging pamphlet. It comes out monthly, and this one has just come out. And you know, you can get them here at the community center. There's all kinds of information in here put out by the COA. And you know, you really should have one of these. And there's a very special announcement in here that you should be aware of. There's going to be the Monomoy Thanksgiving meal. Rides are going to be provided to the special Thanksgiving dinner being held at the Monomoy High School at 4 p.m. on Thursday, November 9th. You must have confirmed your meal reservation before requesting a ride. The meal reservations are made by calling 508-430-7200, extension 5837. The space is limited. You must call 508-241-1566 to reserve your ride by noon on November 7th. So you need to move pretty quickly on this. Again, this is the Monomoy Thanksgiving meal. To request meal reservations are made by calling one number, and that's 508-430-7200, extension 5837. And then to reserve your ride, you must call by November 7th, and you call 508-241-1566. And all of that information is available right here in the latest COA newsletter. So make sure you get a copy. It's right here at the community center.
Very good, Jack.
So that's an important one.
Yes, it is.
And you know, coming up very soon is Veterans Day, and we're going to be having a Veterans Update with Will and Ron, and we're going to take a look at that right now.
Our second guest this morning is our wonderful Veterans Agent, Will Remillard. And Will, you've given a lot of great service to the town, starting with the fire department, where you worked your way up through the ranks to chief and did a good job there. And now, for the last few years, you've been a Veterans Agent. So you've helped a lot of veterans, I know. I know friends of mine have told me, and you're doing a great job. So
Well,
it's
thank you
always
for
nice
that.
to talk. Always
thank you for
nice to
saying
talk
that.
with you. Good to see you.
And thank you for having me on. I just wanted to come on this month and try to let people know that we're having a Veterans Day ceremony on, of course, November 11th. That's a Saturday this year at 11 a.m. at the Island Pond Cemetery. It's the usual event we have, and we have a guest speaker this year is Sergeant Matthew Hart. I think a lot of folks might know Matt Hart, but they may not have known that he was a staff sergeant in the United States Marine Corps. So he'll be speaking, and we will have the Selectman Julie Kavanaugh will speak as well, and we always have Reverend Jim David does a fantastic
Yeah, he
job
does. Jim's good.
with the prayer for us, and we have a young man, Alex Tapia, who plays taps, and he too has done a wonderful job. And I got to compliment all of the Scouts in town, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Sea Scouts, because they're there to do the Pledge of Allegiance, but they also go prior to the event and kind of police the area and clean it up and make sure it's looking nice.
And they
That's
always
an awful
come to
good
the
thing.
Memorial Day service too.
They do. They're wonderful,
Good.
and the
That's great.
Scouts and the leaders, they do a fantastic job for us.
You've been doing this at Island Pond Cemetery for a number of years, right? Is that one of our oldest cemeteries here in town, or what's the reason for
I
using
think it
that
may be one of our oldest, and it's a nice area. There's a setting for a veterans circle way down towards the back, the north end of the cemetery, and there's a beautiful flagpole and a stone monument there for veterans, and so that's where it's been held. And it was done there by Norm Gill, who was my predecessor
Oh, yeah, sure. I
for
knew
years, and then I came on in 2009,
Okay.
I think it was, and we've been doing that event every year. And some years we have rain and cold, but hopefully this year we'll have some pleasant weather.
Not the wind we've been having, thank God.
Exactly, yeah.
Is the entrance to that's down near Tom Blute's monument shop?
Exactly.
That's what I thought. I've
Island
never been in
Pond
the
Road
cemetery.
runs just between Crosby Monument and the funeral home there.
Okay.
Morris O'Connor and Blute.
Blute's Corner, it should be.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
two brothers. That's great. So starts at 11 o'clock?
It does. It's a Saturday this year.
Okay.
So that's it.
So, and we have these programs around. For
Yeah, I'm
people
going to
pick
put
up?
some flyers out here and at
fine.
Town Hall,
Okay.
so folks to see and all that. So it'd be great to have a good turnout.
Okay. Anything else you want to cover, Will?
Well, I'm always amazed that people sometimes don't understand what we do. And as a veteran service officer, they're calling us now, we provide a service to assist veterans in applying for benefits. Those benefits could be with the federal government through the Department of Veterans Affairs, or there are a lot of state benefits for low-income veterans that we help with. And I'm always surprised when I meet a new veteran or the surviving spouse of a veteran who may be in low income and had not been aware that there was such a benefit.
Right.
And I can give you a rough estimate. Those low-income benefits, of course, are based on assets and income. And the asset level is quite low. For an individual, it's $5,000 of liquid assets.
low.
And for a couple, it's $9,000.
Wow.
And the income levels are low, too. The income level for an individual is $2,010 a month. And then that's a gross income. And that's a combined income for a veteran and spouse would be like closer to $3,000 a month. So those are still very low. And so people maybe don't understand that they might be eligible for some small little bit of assistance that we provide, but it seems to be very helpful when you're on that low of income. But if a person, for instance, Ron, if a person is entitled to a benefit through Mass Health, if they have the Mass Health Standard insurance or Mass Health buy-in, then they're probably entitled to a benefit from, and they're a veteran, or the surviving spouse of a veteran, they may be entitled to a benefit through our, what we call our Chapter 115 program. Or if they're entitled to fuel assistance or the SNAP program, they may be entitled as well. So that's a good kind of a water or benchmark.
What's the SNAP program?
The SNAP program is, I think they call it Department of Transitional Assistance, and it was once called food stamps.
Oh, okay.
Now it's called a SNAP program. You get a little card.
Yeah.
It's like a debit card, and you use that at the grocery store for some foods. So if folks are entitled to any of those lower income benefits through the state, then there's a good probability that they're entitled to the veterans benefit as well.
Good.
So we'd like to get the word out there that it is available to folks, and thanks for having me on to be able to spread that word.
Good, good.
Yeah.
I've already told my son to, when I bite the dust, to contact you for something that I'd like to have is a bronze toe plate for my grave, which is
Sure.
I'm entitled to as a veteran.
Sure.
And I didn't know that for a long time.
Yeah, qualifying veterans are entitled to a grave marker, what we call, and those are generally, you call it a toe plate. I think.
Yeah, well, it's
A footstone. It's usually a marker that's flush with the earth,
round, right.
and it has the veteran's name and rank and date of birth, date of death, and branch of service.
Branch of service.
And there's a
yeah.
line for, if they got something special like a silver star or a purple heart,
Yeah,
or something like
They're
that.
very nice.
But I hope you won't have to use that
I
anytime too
hope
soon.
not. I'm not ready to go, but
okay.
you never know.
But it is a
how
nice
well.
and
It is
a nice thing available.
It's very nice looking too.
Yeah, and many veterans as well are entitled to go to the National Cemetery in Bourne, Massachusetts, to be buried there and interred there. And that's a very nice, they do a nice job there.
Well, I won't be doing that because my wife is buried up in Wellesley, so
Very good.
I want to be buried up there too.
Yeah, and you'd be entitled to, as well, to what they call military honors, where soldiers will come, a little honor guard, and they will fold the flag and hand the flag to next of kin and play taps, and it's a very nice small ceremony there, and they provide a similar ceremony at the National Cemetery in Bourne.
Yeah, we had a service like that at our church for a young woman who died, had been a Navy veteran,
Yeah.
and they came and presented a flag to her family.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's
Very
very,
nice
very
service.
touching. Yeah.
Very nice.
So, and all those arrangements can be made through one's funeral director.
Okay.
And I think that Robin Kelly has had a program here about planning, and a very good program. And the thing is to let your funeral director pick one and let them know what your wishes
Yeah,
are.
right.
As that way the family won't be struggling with those issues
That's right. That's
at
great.
an untimely.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Is there a rain date for this, Will, or?
You know, we've never had a rain date, and we have had rain.
It's not supposed to rain. So
No,
I hope
we have had
don't.
rain, and even I think it was last year or the year before, John Blue provided a canopy for us
Oh, okay.
that
good.
they usually set up for
John's a good guy.
burial services, and that was very helpful. So,
Oh, yeah,
so,
absolutely.
so yeah, we'll have it probably rain or shine.
Okay. Well, from what the long-range forecast I saw, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty good day. So good luck. I hope, Will.
Okay, thanks an awful lot.
Well, good luck, and thank you very much for coming on.
Okay, thank you
Great-
for having me.
Great to do this. This
Okay,
is wonderful.
my pleasure.
Oh, I appreciate Ron and Will sitting down,
Yes.
bringing us up to date with the Veterans Update. It's good news and good to know. And of course, Veterans Day right around the corner.
Yes.
And you have some announcements?
Yes, I do. The Holy Trinity Parish Harvest Bazaar is going to be held in the church hall behind the church on Saturday, November 11th from 9:30 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon. That is at 246 Route 28 in West Harwich. And there's going to be a Christmas room, baked goods, and if you want baked goods, you need to get there right at 9:30 because they fly off the tables, let me tell you.
Yes, they
Jewelry
do.
and accessories, the regifting table, Chinese auction, handmade and craft items, wonderful raffles, attic treasures, and much more. So please come join us and browse the great buys, and you can stay for lunch. They have some very nice offerings for lunch.
Very good.
Yes.
And an ongoing program here at the Community Center for Seniors, the Cranberry Coach Monday Trips. Just want to remind you that on Monday, November 13th, they'll be taking a trip to the Market Basket. And on Monday, November 20th, they'll be going to Orleans for shopping. And on Monday, November 27th, Dennis and Dennisport shopping, Marshall's Plaza or the Dollar Store and Ocean State Job Lot. Now, you have to reserve by Friday by noon, Friday before by noon. So you have to get your reservation in the Friday before the trip by noon, and you call 508-241-1566. That's 508-241-1566. So the nearest one that you can reserve for right now is the November 13th one, and they're going up to Market Basket. So big store up there.
Yes, it is.
It
Yes,
sure
quite
is.
popular.
And Movie Day is coming up. This is a bunch of folks getting together to go to the movies. And on Tuesday, November 14th at 2 p.m., The Glass Castle is going to be shown. This is based on the best-selling memoir. The film stars Academy Award winner Brie Larson and Academy Award nominees Woody Harrelson and Naomi Watts. Glass Castle chronicles the adventures of an eccentric, resilient, tight-knit family and is a story of courage and unconditional love. It's quite a movie.
Yes, it is. I read the book and saw the movie, and I would highly recommend it. Very well done.
Yeah, and light refreshments are served at Movie Day. There's no charge, but donations are gladly accepted. Pre-registration is required, however. You can call 508-430-7550. That's 508-430-7550. Now, one way ahead is the one on December 12th at 2 p.m., The Big Sick, and that's coming on December 12th. So the nearest one, November 14th, The Glass Castle. So
And I saw both of them, and they're both based on real-life stories, and they're both wonderfully done.
yeah, they're great movies. They
Yeah,
really are. So that's a
yeah.
great opportunity to see two good
And I
movies.
assume it's here at the community center?
Yeah,
Yes,
it is here
very
at the
good.
community center. So it's a great take.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they were just out like a month or two ago.
And no charge, but donations. Boy, you can't go wrong.
I know.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have something else there, Eileen?
I do, yes, the women's breakfast. Now, we're going ahead a little bit, but it's good to know so that you can put it on your calendar. The women's breakfast is going to be held right here at the Harwich Community Center in the multipurpose room on Friday, December 22nd. And it will be at 9 a.m. and there's going to be special holiday music from the Monomoy High School Handbell Choir. But remember, pre-registration is required and you need to have that in by December 20th. The number is 508-430-7550. So you call that number to register. There's no charge again, but donations are gladly accepted. And I know it's a bit ahead of time, but get it on your calendar and call the number and register if you'd like to go.
And not to be outdone, the men are having breakfast as
Well, isn't that lovely?
And the men are having breakfast a little bit before the women are having
I
breakfast.
see that,
Yeah.
yes.
December 8th, the men are having breakfast from 9 to 10 a.m. Please join them for a hearty breakfast and some good company on December 8th at 9 o'clock. And they're going to have special guests at that breakfast. The Cape Cod Ukulele Group will perform holiday songs. So, you know, this is quite a group. There's a lot of people that are playing the ukulele.
I know.
I
There was
should
a
really
story
dust
done on
mine off.
Chronicle.
I haven't
Yes, you
done that
should.
in a long time. But
I've mentioned it to you from time to time.
yes, you have. It's still in its case.
Yes.
But a lot of people have really gotten into this instrument, and that ukulele group is quite good. And they're going to be the special guests at the men's breakfast, December 8th, from 9 to 10 a.m. Pre-registration is required also for this breakfast. You can RSVP to Kevin Grunwald at 508-430-7551, extension 12. Or you can email him. I think the phone number is a lot
I
easier.
think so too.
I'll give you the email. It's kgrunwald@town.harwich.ma.us. Call them. It's easier. And they hope to see you there. So another opportunity to have a nice gathering.
Yes.
So very good. Folks, that is our show for this week. We hope you've enjoyed it. We thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it on behalf of all of us here at Channel 18.
And please take advantage of all the upcoming fun things to do with the holidays, and please take advantage of everything that we've told you about.
Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye for
Bye-bye.
now.